It's time for today's Legal Minute with the Law Office of Cooley Schreer. That's in Springfield. We're joined by attorney Susan Mielnikowski. We're talking about living wills. For those of us out there who don't know, what exactly is a living will?
A living will is a written statement of your personal desires with respect to life support or life-sustaining treatment, any sort of medical treatment you might want to have in a moment when you're not able to communicate. So think of things like ventilation, artificial hydration, transplants, things like that. So a living will would be used to document your desires if you can't communicate them yourself. It's important to note a living will is not legally enforceable in Massachusetts.
Well, then, if it's not legally enforceable in Massachusetts, that begs the question, is it worth it?
That's a great question, and I think it is. And I do suggest my clients consider creating one and talking through one for two reasons. The first main reason is it's a great tool for your family to have. If they're making a difficult decision or your healthcare proxy doesn't know which way to go, if they have your written intent, it can be very comforting for them to make that difficult decision. The second reason is if there's ever dispute, having your words on the piece of paper could resolve that dispute if two people disagree.
Yeah, while it might not be legally admissible, it's a great piece of evidence to have in the holster. Now, I've also heard of this document called the 5 Wishes. What is that one?
A group called Aging with Dignity created this very comprehensive 12-page guide to leading families through the living will discussion. It's not the only resource out there. It's relatively inexpensive, but I think it's a great resource. And by 5 wishes, they're not just talking about medical wishes. They're talking about spiritual, personal, family. It's a really comprehensive discussion, and it's actually more than anything a good guide to prompt you through the discussion with your family if you don't know how to start.
Well, the tough part is these documents, they're a bummer to write out, but it's imperative that you do it, because if you do it, you'll know that your wishes are being lived out and that everybody's happy and healthy.
Exactly.
Susan, always a pleasure. If people want help with any of these things, they can come to you. Is that right?
Absolutely.
Perfect. That's your Legal Minute. For more information, call 413-781-0750 or visit them online, CooleySchreer.com.